This is on the 2014 Volkswagen Passat, and doing the shocks, changing out the rear shocks and the front struts. Let me get some light. You got two screws up here, and then usual at the bottom. So I'll take off the wheel and start from there. It's jacked up right now. All right, this is the number for the shocks. This is the rear, and these are from AutoZone. So I didn't go far, just went locally, pick it up. And you have a 21mm bolt at the bottom. That's it here. It comes out. But then you have a 16mm, two of them, and they hold up in this section here. Now this shock is completely bad. Hold it up, you push down on it, all the way down. Doesn't even go back up. Just stays down. Now this car has, I think, close to 250,000 miles on it. And I've done all the work on it. There's never been major problems with it. But as you can see, the shock isn't going back up. So that's all you do to change it out. Putting it back in would be, oh, wait, you have one more piece. Take this cap off to take it off of the stud. I'll go ahead and do that so you see it. Okay, to get the nut off of here, I used a 16th wrench and a small crescent wrench at the top. The top is square at the top, so you can just hold it and spin it. And it's got a plastic bushing in the nut, so it won't just come off real easy. And then once you get that, that's the cover. So this just goes over to the new one. Clean it up, put it over on the other side. And that's it. Basically, that is it to change this out and just put it back on at the bottom. I would put the top on first and then the bottom on next. Okay, this is the new shock. Comes in a bag, and then like this. Just cut this off. Don't put your head right over it, but cut it off and let it just spring out, and then put on your piece that's cleaned up. Alright, it did come with a new nut, so I don't have to use the old one down there. And that's it. Put it on. I'm going to tighten it up now. This wasn't very tight. It was just more or less snug. The bottom, the one that goes behind the rotor, extremely tight. The two at the top, not that bad. They're probably 20 foot-pounds, but the one at the bottom is more closer to 60. I'll have to read up on them. Okay, the bolt down here, you check it for yourself, because I'm putting mine at 129 foot-pounds. And the ones up here, I'm doing it at 55. According to my book, yours might be slightly different. I'm not sure, but just check it. Something quick I want to mention. I won't video the other side I'm doing, but if these caps and them look like this, don't put them back on. It took so long to get these off that, I mean, the changing the shock was quicker than taking off these two. So don't put them back on. Just buy new ones. I think you can get them on Amazon or eBay for about $7-10 for the whole set. All right. Okay, I forgot to even start videoing. I'm changing out the struts up in front, and you take out one screw here. It's a 10mm. That just loosens this off. You're gonna have this one back here that'll open up. You might have to put in your pry bar separated just a little bit. And that right here, this is this one right here. You'll take that one off. I think it's a 19. Now remember, to take it off easy, you got to jack up the complete front of the vehicle, have no weight on it, because if you have weight on that, this piece is pushing up, you can't take it off. And then once you break this piece loose at the bottom, you're gonna have the screws here. I'm not even gonna take off the whole thing. The three, it look like 14s or something like that. So I'm gonna take that off, drop it out, and then I'll get down to the video in it again. Okay, it took me forever to find my tool right here to compress the spring. Got one on that side, one on this side, and then took the bolt out here completely using my little pry bar inside here. You can't get it as close to right there, so you have to go in from the bottom. And then I took this hose out of the way, the brake lines, and just knock on this end right here, and that slipped it out. So now I can take out the three bolts up here. I won't even take this cover off like usual. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's out. The three screws going right here. Now you just have to take off that one in the center. Sometimes you have to use 2 wrenches. I'll see if it'll come off without using something to hold the center. And then I can move that spring over to the new one. I got my little sidekick here so I can't make noise like normal. Okay, this is the number for the front struts. Right there. I got them at AutoZone also. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of grease around here so it slips in a little easier. Some grease on the inside section down in there. I put some grease that won't damage the rubber around it. This side wasn't too bad. I think it's the other side is the bad one. I'm hearing that noise. Now you have to line this little tab up with the crack in there and then put your jack under it here. And that's how I'll get it, just jack it up. That's it. Okay, now everything's back together. I just need to tighten up that one screw. That'll keep this in place. I got this piece here tightened up. That's it back here. And the grease is on the bottom there. It has a lip on that side right here that this will stop from going in. So don't study that little line on it. It'll never make it there. And then I just have to put in that one bolt there, tighten it back up. That's this one right here. So that's it, and everything's good. Okay, on the first one I was a little lazy up front and worked my tail off. The second one, I just went ahead and got the air chisel, put it down in that spot right there, and just drive it down. It came off a lot easier. It's not that bad. So everything is off now. I unbolted. This side gets up a lot higher because you have a lot more room. And bottom is off. So this shock is basically out. Now I just have to deal with the big one up on top. So that's it.